Hello everyone, welcome back to the session. So in the previous class we have learned about React and how it is and everything in detail, right? So now we will learn in this class about class based components and functional based components along with the stylings. So already told you, right? Types of stylings will be like class based components and let me save this. Don't save. So here class based component and functional based component in stylings. So we have already learned stylings, how we are doing it in a class based and component based, sorry, in functional base. How means here we are giving image in h1 and h1 we are giving a styling and it's applying. That is nothing but that, just importing that css here, that's it. That is a class based components. So means sorry, functional based components. But let's give again a try with the detail one. So for example, not here, I have another header. I told you header component, right? So for example, I have a header component and I will use that one as a header. Let me delete it. Now nothing will be there in my header in app.js. App.js means it will show in the HTML. So for example, let me create a folder with the name components. Okay, inside that components we can create another folder like header. Inside that header, what we will have? Header.js. For every component we will have header.js, and another what will have? Header.css. See, now in components I have header. In header I have two types, header.js and header.css. Okay, now I am importing this header inside this app. So how I can import? I will go here, import, just I will follow the path, components slash header slash header. Okay, nothing more than that. Now header.js I will use React or app. No, I no need of app, right? So I will keep it like that for now. So let's take it as here header in class based component. Okay, let's take it like an example as a class based component. So first I will what? Import React comma next component from React. Okay, this is what we will do. Then after importing the React, I will use import header dot what in path I need, right? Dot slash, where is the CSS? I have CSS here only. Header dot CSS. So if I click on it, it will redirect for confirmation. Okay. Now I will import this header here. I have already given here. So header. So I have imported the header here. Imported the header and called inside this fragment, and I have used it in the functional app, where app will go into the index.js. Index.js will show the app and it will go ahead for the strings. So that is how it will be there. How we will use the components. Now in header.css, sorry, in header.js I have given as a header, but we will use different things. So in header.js we will use with the class based components. So class with a component like header component extends component of where here we'll write render means rendering a DOM. That's how we will do it, right? Means returning the DOM, nothing more than that, which we will return the in return what we will write the statements what we need. Header like h1 welcome to Swhizz Technologies Hyderabad. Okay, this is how we will do it, and we will write few descriptions like p tag, and I'll let lorem 10. Oh, I forgot here lorem will not work. Let me write random text. Okay, so now what we can do is header, react, return, everything works fine, right? Let me change this one to, oh, I forgot that export we have to do. It should render, so exporting the default, somewhere we have done the mistake. So this is the thing, and import.htss. Let me import with h1 color pink, and what we have written div, right? I will use div as a background color gray. So now I have imported this here. Import react, and that react should show here. If you have got any dot, we can check here. So it's not connecting to the app, somewhere we have done a mistake. So where is the app? Here is the app.js, and here we are returning the things. So header.js, where we are showing div root. Okay, let me check to rem. Okay, the div is getting on, but the link we are missing somewhere. For example, if I write here p hello, okay, we are getting the things. See, the div style is applied. This is the header component. I think we have missed here capital, my bad. Here we have to declare header from. Now we can see, that is my bad. So here what is the meaning means we are importing, but we have to declare with any word keyword. So for example, here instead of that Swhizz I have given. Okay, I have to copy that, paste here. See, welcome to Swhizz Technologies. So whatever you given, it's not a problem. So that is how we will give a components in the class based components with along the stylings. Now let's go with the functional based component, same styling, nothing more than that. We will create another component like home. Okay, this is a header, leave it. In here home, I will need home.js and home.css. Okay, now let me close here, also import the things. Import, next time we will do Paka home thoroughly, and home from dot component slash home folder slash home.js, close, and this one, and let's go home. Now let's go with the home.js. RFC. Oh, we can use the same installations here also, like shortcuts. React installation we can use, and we can install that so that it will help for the shortcuts. Right now I'm facing the issue, right, to code the things. So instead of that we can use directly, and ES6 ES version also for the future it will use for snippet things. Okay, now we can see, read the documents here, whatever you need it. And now let's go with, see, IMC means import component, and class we can use here class components like this. We have import react, IMRC import react component like that. RFC, FFC means functional component, CFC means class pure component. These are the shortcuts. You can read the documents, that's not a problem. So you'll FFC functional component, that is what we require, right? So first of all we need import. What is the document snippet for importing React? IMR. We will use that one only for your better version. IMR, import the React. Okay, now FFC, now function. Whatever we write here we have to do the stylings. Okay, so let's go step by step so that to avoid confusion. So function, let me create like a simple, for here we have used export separately, I have forgotten, see, and here class, right? Simply we can use like export default. Okay, first of all we have to write constant export default, and we can write any function name. That is also one route, means like I am saying, that is also one process. And I think we have to give the arguments and everything, so I don't want to make it a complex. So for now I will give it as export instead of export function only. Okay, but inside that I will use arrow functions. We have learned, right, what is arrow function and everything. So for example, constant functional component, I'm just copying it as a functional. We can use any variable declaration, only this one. So I'll use Swhizz component. What you know, right, arrow functions, how to create, yeah, that's it. So inside that arrow function we will return the statement whatever we need it. So inside that return we will write the HTML tag like div, for example, class equal to, here we will write it not class name, which I have tell you in React rules. So class name equal to functional component, and inside that I will write h1 with welcome to functional component. Now I will use this Swhizz component as export default, and I will export it, and I'll import the stylings also. What I want to import, home dot, what is the file name, home dot css, right? So I will same here also I will import. So for that, now like quotation dot slash home dot css. So once you control click, it will rewrite here. What is the class name we have given? Functional underscore component. So copy that, paste it here with a dot, and here write background color aqua, padding 2rem, margin 2rem. Okay, let's make it like this. So see, it is like this. Now why? Because it's a not inside this one, because we have given as a class here div. So here I want to, in app.js, I don't want to give it in header, sorry, in header I want to give as a class name of header. So I will use that class name here, dot class name. Now you can see it's different. So for example, you need this one as a top and this one as a bottom. Same how we'll do in HTML, like that only. You have to cut, let me delete this and paste it here. That's it, it will cut reverse. For example, if you need too many things like this one, you can get it. See, I got 3 homes components and this one, so that if you write coding for one component, you can no need to copy for in index.html or any HTML. How we are using it, one HTML like this and one HTML like this, and you are copying this thing like header as a common and footer as a common. But real time in React component, you no need of that like that at all. Just copy that, paste it in next line. That's it in a single page application. This is the best advantage for a single page application, that to component division. Means like what I'm saying is component thing. This is one component and this is one component. If you want in this in between, like for example, I want it a control C and I want it between after home and between the homes. See, simple, I got it. That's it. That is how we will go it. For example, any other things like stylings, this for now I can say this is the what examples of functional component and what is another one, class based component stylings. So this is one topic in the session, and another topic what I can say is hooks, which is the main thing. I already told, right? Hooks is the component, hooks is a things, hooks is a thing which we are using from React 16 version in the previous class, right? So we will learn about what are the hooks and other further components. Let me tell you in detail first topic wise. So let me go with the props and after that state. So the main question in interview, they will ask, difference between props and state. Tell me the difference between props and state. This is the generic basic question any React developer should say. Okay, that is the interview question. Make a note and keep it aside. And after that, another important question. Anyhow, I will give the important questions like what will the interview based questions of nearly 40 to 50. And what is in state, I will use state, which is hook. So I will tell you hook after before the state, what is the hooks, and inside that I will use state and use effect. And what we can learn most importantly are use ref and what else we can learn, I will tell you about props drilling also. So this is not important, but I will tell you theoretically what is meant by props drilling. So these are the main things: use state, use effect, and use ref. Mostly we will use in real life scenario in real times. So let me tell you example what is props. First example, props is nothing but transferring the properties or data from one component to another. That's it. For example, I have given a one example, right? Let me create a new one. So see, this is a web page, and this is a one prop. This is one component. This is another component like header and data. Okay, and this is footer. Okay, and this is subfooter, let's assume. So transferring this from this data to here is called as props, and make sure I am saying only from parent component to child only. That is only the props. Only make sure they will in react in means in the interview they will confuse like child to parent or parent to child, but transferring of data from parent to child we will do with the only props. I will tell you in future how we will transfer data from child to parent, but right now you have to think only props transferring from parent to child. That's it. Okay, let me tell you in a programmatical way. Let me close all the things. Save. No need of this one. Close, 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 close. So let me open with app.js, and we have Swhizz technologies and these things. So now for example, let me tell you one example. Let's take it as a header and home as a parent and child. So let me rename it parent. Yes, and child. Importing means some we are doing, right? Few imports in app.js. See now it's parent.header.js child. We no need to change, it will directly change. That is the beauty of React, what we are saying. So if you want to transfer the data from header.js to home.js without hard coding, we are doing here hard coding, which is called hard coding. Just writing, for example, I need in header, for example, I have here I have the data of h1 Swhizz. Okay, only Swhizz, that's it, nothing more than that. Now in home child I have welcome to. Okay, so now if you see, the UI will be welcome to Swhizz. That's it. It's not showing anything. I will remove the styles for now. So I will remove the styles. So welcome to Swhizz. So now I want it should be in a same line like welcome to Swhizz. How I can do? Because it's a different. For and why I'm saying why we are using props, because if we have like a data Swhizz is a one data, and that data I need to use in different components like welcome to Swhizz, and another component I have what I can say, thank you Swhizz technologies, or another thing is we are part of Swhizz technologies, like that. Three components I have, but Swhizz is the same word. In that time you will use props. What props will do? Props will just transfer the data from there to here. How it will transfer? I will show you. Here this is so we no need of this thing. Now here I will show you. CSS also we are not concentrating, and here where I will write functional component. I don't want to, we won't use a class at all in the rare case, but we no need of that one. So function parent component, I'm not using the arrow function, I'm using small. Export the parent component here. So now I will use what I said before. Every component will have return statement where we will write data. Above we will write logic. So constant data means constant company name equal to swhizz. Okay, this is the Swhizz. So this is the data which I want to transfer. How I can transfer? Nothing. Here first of all I will import child. Sorry, import, what is that? Home from, what is the path? Dot slash child slash home. Okay, I have imported home here. I have imported the child from to the parent. Now I will use that here, means home. I will use, generally we will write here like this, right? So here instead of that I will pass the data. How I will pass the data? Like name equal to company name. See, name or anything, whatever you want, you can give anything. So what here doing is, this is the parent and I am defining the value here, and that value in a name of variable I am passing it in the name of name, or else you can say data, anything, data. How you are, where you are importing? Inside the home. So if you go to home, you have a Swhizz component like a home child component. Inside the child component you can write simply here. First of all you have to tell React that is it's a props, and that props what we are using here, dynamic data which we are sending, props dot what is data. It should come now. See, welcome to Swhizz technologies. This is what child component, this is parent, we have printed parent. Now if for example if you need app.js, you need no need of this one at all. Okay, that is how we are doing transferring of props from parent to child. That is the things we have learned till now. And another thing which is called a state, which I am saying hooks, and also difference between props and state, and I will tell the further hooks in the next session in detail about what is the hooks and what is the difference between prop and state. Make sure till now we have learned about how props works and what is the props, and what are the things like class based styling and functional based stylings. Okay, thank you.